I saw a man die because he couldn't pay a bribe. It happened last year, and I still think about it almost every night. I live in a small town. Things have been hard for a long time, but that period was worse. Food prices kept going up every week. Fuel was like gold. Transport doubled. Even Gari was no longer for poor people. The governor, Amuneke, kept coming on TV, smiling and talking about progress. But in our area, there was no light for weeks. The road to our market was so bad that trucks stopped coming. That alone made food more expensive. That day, I was going to the next town to buy cheaper rice. I joined a small bus, the kind that carries too many people. We were already tired before the journey even started. On the way, we hit a checkpoint. Police. Nothing new. Everybody already knew what would happen. The driver just slowed down and started looking for money. One officer came to the window and asked for papers. The driver gave him everything. The officer didn't even check. He just said, "You know what to do." The driver begged, said business was bad, said fuel price had killed him. The officer didn't care. He just stood there. Then we heard a voice from the back. An old man. He looked very weak. He said, "Please, let us go. I am not well." That was when I noticed him properly. He was sweating too much. His daughter was beside him, holding him. She said they were going to the hospital in the next town because the one in our town had no doctor that day. The officer looked at them, then looked away like it was nothing. The driver finally brought out some money, but it was not enough. The officer said, "Park." We stayed there. Minutes started passing. The sun was hot. The old man was breathing hard. His daughter was crying now, begging the officer. "Please, sir, he is dying." The officer said, "Madam, calm down. We are doing our job." Another officer even joked, "If he dies, God will." People in the bus started shouting. Some said we should contribute money. We tried, but everybody was broke. This was a time when even feeding once a day was hard. Before we could gather anything reasonable, the old man stopped moving. Just like that. No drama. No final speech. He just went quiet. His daughter shook him, screamed, called him Papa again and again. Nobody said anything. Even the officers went silent for a moment. Then one of them said, "Driver, you can go." Just like that. We drove off with a dead man in the bus. Nobody talked for a long time. The daughter was still crying softly. The driver kept shaking his head. When we reached the hospital, they confirmed he was gone.